It may be I'm destined to utter the loudest cries. There, the winner, pealing shouts, and it's an American cadence we have. You can still read it because it sounds like the way we speak. The pauses are the same. It's a kind of rap, if you like. Rap of the 19th century. More elegant than maybe the rap of our century. And but you feel the syntax and cadence of American speech. That's what Emerson found. Each is not for its own sake. I say the whole earth and all the stars in the sky are for religion's sake. And I say no man has ever yet been devout enough, and none has ever yet adored or worshipped half enough, and none has begun to think how divine he himself is and how certain the future is. You hear that rhythm? And it comes naturally off my tongue as an American. But I can tell you this, I've heard English people try to read this, I've heard French or Italian people in translation, they can't get the cadence at all. Because this is American speech. This is the great American poet up until now. I say the real and the permanent grandeur of these states must be their religion. There you go, right there. Otherwise there is no real and permanent grandeur, nor character, nor life worthy the name without religion, nor land, nor man, or woman without religion. Well, it's embedded in this little poem here, a little bit of that. I don't say it's an official religion or anything like that, but you see his Americanism comes out. Now, I don't think you'll find this in Allen Ginsberg or what's that guy's name, Burroughs, and these people. They all hated this country. All they wanted was to take the benefit of it, but they didn't want to pay their dues. And okay, maybe they were trying to improve it, but they didn't really want to put in their dues. Whitman is prepared to put in his dues. And he doesn't think there is evil in the way the Christians think of evil, because he doesn't think the body's evil. He doesn't think, and that's a unique new outlook. There are other people who thought that, but no one ever put it in poetry like this and made it part of the American ethic. And I think that's how we feel it, unless someone brainwashed us to the contrary. We don't really think the body is evil, though some people tell us it is. But we don't think sex is evil. We don't think intimacy with other people is evil. People make us feel guilty about it later, so we go to confession and confess it or something like that. That's only because someone has put that into our brain. We didn't initially feel that, I don't honestly think. And Whitman is not going to let you feel that. That's why Bill Clinton gave this to Monica Lewinsky. He didn't want her to get any, well, he didn't have to work. I don't think she was feeling any inhibition about whatever services she was providing. And of course, he was nothing loath to accept it. So, but anyway, you can understand why he gave this book to, let me see if I can find anything else from this one. I didn't tell you to read this one. Look, here's one, section 12. To earn for the body and the mind whatever adheres and goes forward. I fuse egoism and show it underlying all. I will be the bard of personality. I will show male and female that either is but the equal of the other. Men and women are totally equal. Sexual organs, acts. Do you concentrate in me, for I am determined to tell you with courageous clear voice to prove you illustrious. I'm not afraid of sex organs and sex acts. He's writing this in 1855. This Howard Stern, on the radio in 2000, whatever. I will show you there's no imperfection in the present and can be none in the future. And I will show that whatever happens to anyone, it may be turned to beautiful results. And there's that rhythm going on here. And I will show that nothing can happen more beautiful than death. And I will thread a thread through my poems. That time and events are compact, and all the things in the universe are perfect miracles, each as profound as any. And I will make a poem. And I will not make a poem, or the least part of a poem, but as reference to the soul. So every one of my poems are going to have the soul in it. Because having looked at the objects of the universe, I find there is no one or any particle of one but has reverence of the soul. Was someone asking to see the soul and so on? See your shape and countenance, person, substance, beast, trees, the running rivers, the rocks and sands. Anyway, there is a spiritual attempt to say something here. Carrying what is accrued to it from the moment of birth to the moment of death, he considers it. The immortality is in this experience it has had. And then finally on section 19, and this is not a great poem, but it gives some idea of what he's trying to say. So,